Here is my PowerPoint.
What is podcasting? A mobile, audio, or visual content that is automatically delivered over a network via free prescription. It is simple as iPod podcast. Its history is that since the 1930s there have been radio talk shows and news programs. Today, through the evolution of the internet capabilities along with cheaper hardware and software, audio podcasts are doing what was historically done through radio broadcast. It's become popular, and it became popular like around the late 2004 due to automatic downloading of audio into portable players or computers. Podcasting combines the words broadcasting plus iPod. Yet it doesn't require an iPod. It's available for many media devices, and then it evolved into video broadcasting. So you have both just your vocal and video broadcast podcast. And then you think, why use podcasting? There's multiple reasons, but I'll touch on the three that I thought was important: educational and social opportunities. There is the easy production, and podcasting is they're doing it all the way down to elementary. It was new to me, but now understanding it, and once you get behind and understand the ease of it, you find the software. It is an easy production. Just get comfortable with it and get to know it, and you can really integrate it into your classroom and create some new ways of looking at things and creating classroom effort. The mobile access is absolutely phenomenal. Kids can access it through so many devices that they already have in hand. The educational and social opportunities, we're going to look at that. And in podcasting, it empowers students to form a relationship with content and learn to help each other in relevant ways. Beyond the classroom, students are able to connect from all over the country and beyond the country. This is actually went into an international level. So for myself, being a Spanish teacher, this is absolutely a great opportunity. You can post lessons, and the kids can actually interact with people, native speakers of the language they're seeking in other countries. They can actually interact through podcasting. Podcasting stimulates creative learning and new ways of communicating. Obviously, you can start with your computer lab at the school, and kids can create a podcast of their own, or a teacher can create the podcast lesson plan that the students follow in lab class, or this can be actually part of your class. It also stimulates communication amongst the students, where it's exciting. It's the way of the world today, which students want to. A lot of them just, technology is their thing. It's my son and many other kids today. They're just very technology based, and so this is a way to incorporate something that stimulates them, and they can feel a part of it and grow with it and learn with it and use it to their advantage and learn. So it's all a win-win situation. With the student-teacher relation, you can incorporate this into a teamwork scenario where, as a group, you can plan, produce, publish, and promote. Those are the 4 easy steps when relaying what's involved in podcasting. Plan, produce, publish, and promote. idea and your purpose. So for a teacher, you would be thinking, do I want to do my lesson plan? You can do it for a week, for a month, or however long needed. Or you can create your lesson plan if you're going to be out for a substitute to follow. Other ways to find your purpose is, do you want an individual student to create it for a project, or is it a classwork, teamwork for the class, a class project possibly. So first you need to create your idea and know your purpose behind the podcast. Step 2 would be to record your content, and you've already seen Audacity, because Audacity is the most used place to record your content. It's free. It's your host that most people use. So Audacity is my choice. Step 3 would be to publish your podcast, and inside of the publications, you're going to have to create your title, your description, your URL, webpage, add the item, and once you're successful, you can then move on to creating new podcasts. And of course, step 4 would be your publication, your publicity. You want to inform your subscribers that the podcast is available, and of course, how to access that podcast. The ease of downloading podcasts to MP3 players, iPods, and other devices means that learners can get plenty of practice while traveling, no matter what the subject, language, or science. Podcast taps into a mode of media input that is a commonplace, which creates a student, as well as involving the parents. Parents can follow what their students are learning and what they're doing through podcasting. iTunes is one of the most popular podcasting softwares, and it's well known, so it's an easy place to create and publish your software. Juice was one of the first plotting softwares. And then we have Audio, which is another really popular and one of the original podcasting softwares. Again, the ease of downloading podcasts to MP3 players and iPods and other devices means that learners can get plenty of practice while traveling, no matter what the subject. For math teachers, science teachers, language teachers, we can produce new lessons, and the students can access those at any time. For me, Spanish class, as a future Spanish teacher, I can add daily lessons and with new vocabulary, and students can access while driving to school, visiting grandparents, or while they're on vacation. And I can create something that's intriguing and something that all kids today enjoy, which is technology, and they can take this knowledge outside the possible for learning to be fun. Podcasting is a new way to incorporate technology in the classroom to prepare for college and beyond. When creating a podcast, it is important to make sure all necessary rights and permissions are secured for the material included in your podcast. So you can check the site to make sure that you're following the proper procedures on the internet as far as copyrights entail. The overview for podcasting is a way for students. It is a way for students to be creative through technology. It's contributing while learning and gaining new friendship, and archives contributions for future audiences. Benefits for podcasting. Obviously, the parents can keep informed on how their student is doing in the class. A student and teacher can open communication and continual knowledge, practices outside the classroom. Um, uh, and, uh, and also the teacher can prepare lesson plans for the week or for substitutions or for the parents to see ahead. But absolutely, it creates a open communication or an outlet for students that are incapable of typical communication. It improves that. An improved communication classroom. It's motivating and it's engaging to students. And it's the now. It's what's happening now. Technology is in everything we do now. So as a teacher, we're going to need to get more involved in finding ways to engage the student, and technology is the way to go.